3350 adjacent increasing subarrays detection. So for this problem, we are giving an array of nums. We want to find two consecutive increasing arrays. So in the first example, we can see that 2, 5. Yeah, let me just make it simple. Yeah, we can find 7, 8, 9 gonna be a group, and its consecutive one gonna be 3 to 4. It's another group. So the length of the first one is 3, the second one is 3, and the first one should be connected with the second one. So this is just the meaning of the problem. Yeah. So if we can find the first one, which is going to be strictly increasing because it is a 7, 8, 9, and for the second one, it is also strictly increasing because it is 2, 3, 4, and those two groups are consecutive. So yeah, if they are equal, so we're gonna get a final result which is gonna be 3. Yeah. But how can we solve this problem easily? So my idea is that we can just list the group, because we just need to check the strictly increasing group. So the first group gonna be 2, 5, 7, 8, 9. It's gonna be a 5, so the length is gonna be 5. And then we're gonna have 2, 3, and 4. So it means the second group gonna be 3, and then we have 3. So it's going to be 1, and final one, it's going to be a 1. So the group going to be 1. So this is going to be the length of the group. Yeah. So if we can analyze the problem like this, basically we know that this 5 and this 3, they are consecutive. So definitely we're going to choose the minimum value, which is going to be 3. Yeah. And also this 1 and 1 is consecutive. And this 3 and 1 is consecutive. But we're going to choose the minimum value, which is going to be 1. And this one minimum going to be 1. So finally, we're going to choose a value of 3. Yeah. But what if this 5, instead of a 5, it can be a 10? Yeah. So we can also choose from another way. So this 10 is going to be divided by 2. So yeah, if this value is 10, so for example from 1 to 10, so we can still find two consecutive groups. So the first group is going to be 1 to 5. So the second group is going to be 6 to 10. So the length is going to be 5. Yeah. So it means we have two decisions. The first one is that we're going to choose the consecutive groups, and we're going to choose the minimum values. In this way, we're going to choose a minimum of 3. Yeah. But if this number is 10, so definitely we're going to choose the maximum value divided by 2. So it's going to be 5. So the final result is going to be the maximum of 3 and 5, which is going to be 5. Yeah. So if this first value is 10. Yeah. Now, we already know how to solve the problem. Let's just finish the coding. I'm going to prepare a result. So the result is going to be an array. I wanted to store all the values of the groups, which is strictly increasing. Yeah. And let's just prepare I and n. So I going to be starting from 0. So n going to be length of the nums. Yeah. And for the result array, yeah, let me just set it to be an empty array. Now let's just start the list group template part. So basically it's going to be a list group. So yeah, so for j going to be equal to I plus 1. So while j less than n, and nums j, the next one going to be strictly, it means more than nums j and minus 1. Yeah. So j gonna plus equal to 1, and after that the result gonna append nums I to j, and finally we're gonna update the I gonna equal to j, and finally we're gonna return a 0. Let me just return a random number, and let me just print out what is the nums, what is inside it. Yeah. And what is the result? Because I want to use the result array to finish my final calculation. It seems the result array is okay. It seems 5, 2, 5, 7, 8, 9, 2, 3, 4, 3, and 1. It is okay because I've listed them as a group. Yeah. Actually, I don't need to use the array. Actually, I just need to use the number. So I'm gonna use j minus I. Yeah. So we just need to get such kind of numbers. So for example, it's gonna be 5, 3, 1, and 1. Yeah. Now let's just output the final result. So I'm gonna set an answer as my final result, and finally I'm gonna return the answer. Yeah. So I'm gonna choose AB in pair wise the result. So the answer gonna be the maximum of the answer with the minimum of A and B. Yeah. And I also needed to have a maximum value. It's gonna be the maximum of the result. Yeah. So the final result gonna be the maximum of the answer with the maximum number divided by 2. Yeah. Now let me just run it and submit it to check if it works. Yeah, as you can see, it works and it's pretty fast, and the time complexity is O(n). Yeah, because this is just a list group. From here, the while loop, it is O(n), and from here, this for loop, it is also O(n). So the time complexity is O(n), and the space complexity is O(n) as well. Thanks for watching. See you next time.